You're stuck, right? Feeling like every effort you put in only spins you in circles. Your growth plateaued, and there's this gnawing frustration, like you're screaming into the void, but the market, your team, your investors, everyone just hears static. You're fighting tooth and nail to break through, but the same old playbook that everyone preaches is failing you. Hard. It's like you're drowning in noise, cliches, best practices recycled to death. Just hustle harder, scale fast or die trying, optimize your funnel. But none of that gets you where you want. You're tired of hearing the same boring advice that looks shiny on the surface, but leaves your growth buried 6 feet under. Deep down, you know the truth. The truth is that growth isn't about more clicks, more ads, or even more customers. The truth is that the entire system around you is designed to keep you stuck, comfortably mediocre. It hands you templates, rules, and a rigid process that kills your ability to think beyond the status quo. You're surrounded by noise, yet you're starved of real connection, strategic vision, and the wild creativity it takes to explode beyond traditional limits. It's infuriating because you see others sneaking past these barriers, scaling faster, innovating harder, while you tread water, exhausted, powerless. That rage, that fire, use it. Let's be clear. This isn't about grinding harder on the same path that's already beaten down your spirit. This conversation is about tearing up the very rulebook everyone expects you to follow. It's about flipping your entire approach upside down, tearing apart old habits, and owning a controversial strategy that most people fear to try, because it challenges everything they cling to as safe and proven. Here's the brutal truth. The fastest way to scale isn't to double down on your current strategies. It's to unleash what's been ignored for too long. The purposeful disintegration of your comfort zones and the deliberate, ruthless focus on strategic divergence. That means embracing the unpopular, the risky, the seemingly counterproductive moves that disrupt your entire flow, but open doors to exponential growth. Growth that's not linear, growth that's explosive. Growth that forces the world to reorient around you. Stop chasing incremental tweaks that promise growth but barely move the needle. Instead, focus on the small but seismic moves that change your entire business DNA. What does that look like? It means ruthlessly killing products, cutting off safe customers, rewriting your entire customer journey to confuse and shock the market into noticing you. It means owning vulnerability in front of your community, exposing your failures to build brutal trust no one else dares to show. It means leveraging unconventional partnerships outside your industry, not the obvious boring ones, but alliances that ignite new audiences because they're so unexpected, they cause a ripple of curiosity and engagement. And here's something almost no one ever tells you. This controversial disintegration strategy unlocks not only growth, but freedom. Freedom from being tethered to investors who don't understand your vision. Freedom from slow-moving internal politics that kill innovation. Freedom from the agitprop of growth hacks that degrade your brand long-term. The moment you accept that growth demands chaos and discomfort, you claim your greatest power, the power of being in control of your destiny without permission, without waiting for experts or the market to approve. It's not easy. It's brutal. It forces you to face the ugly truth. Some parts of your business are dead weight and your attachment is killing you. It forces you to sit in the pain of uncertainty, the gnawing fear of losing status, of alienating comfortable customers, even investors who want safe bets. You have to get comfortable being the outlier, the radical who doesn't fit the cookie-cutter mold. But here's why this madness works better than anything else. It forces the system to respond to you, rather than you adapting endlessly to the system. It humanizes your brand in a way no polished growth hack can touch. It amplifies your voice so that your community isn't just passive followers. They become loyal collaborators, advocates who believe in your mission because you dared to show your real self and your real beliefs. Now, the practical part, you can't just wing this. It requires surgical precision and unyielding discipline. First, audit ruthlessly. Kill 30 to 50% of what you think you need right now. That means products, services, customer segments, even marketing channels. Cut what's comfortable. The pain from loss is the pump that inflates your next rocket. Second, rewrite your entire narrative. Forget polished pitches. Speak raw truth. Share your struggles and how you're choosing chaos over comfort to push through. Make your messaging a lightning rod for your ideal band of irrational believers, the only ones worth scaling with. Third, hunt partnerships like a predator. Look beyond your industry for allies who bring wild new eyes and force your product into fresh contexts. Think unexpected crossovers. A tech startup partnering with a mental health organization, or a software platform joining forces with sustainability activists. You want sparks. You want energy that causes a wildfire, not a campfire. Fourth, build a feedback loop that's brutal and immediate. Stop waiting for quarterly reviews. Get into real-time data, not just numbers, but conversations. Automated surveys, direct calls, live chat. Whatever it takes to understand exactly how this new chaos hits your customers' nerves. Fifth, lean into community in a relentless new way. Create spaces where your followers aren't just passive, they're co-creators, co-strategists. This network of fierce individuals, hungry to transcend systems, will be the swarm moving your mission forward. Yes, it's messy, yes, it's unpredictable, but that's exactly why it scales. You might think this sounds reckless or that it puts everything at risk. Great, because it does. But the old way? It's a slow death. Comfortable mediocrity is the kiss of death for founders who dream big. Investors who want real returns demand boldness, radical reinvention, and the courage to break the mold completely. Leaders who inspire aren't afraid to alienate some to ignite many. This strategy, the controversial, disruptive, radical shedding of the old to birth the new, is the ultimate growth catalyst. Not because it's easy, but because it forces growth as survival, as transformation, as liberation. It's your fast track from noise to signal, from stagnation to velocity. So stop pleading for change. Stop following a system designed to hold you down. You're not here to be comfortable. You're here to be unstoppable. Tear your assumptions apart. Kill your sacred cows. Build a new order of growth, one that's fierce, raw, and true. This is the call to the few who dare to walk into fire and come out legends. The world is waiting for those who refuse to settle for promises wrapped in lies. It's time to break free, not by playing their game, but by making your own. Your growth story doesn't start with a trick or hack. It starts with the courage to be radically, unapologetically different, and then owning it every messy, wild second of the way.